one. You go.
Mm-hmm.
As of June 26, 2016, according to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, there have been 881 successful recoveries regarding the Amber Alert. The Amber Alert is originated in the DFW area and ever since has been used in all 50 states. I will be informing you about the Amber Alert. I have been researching this topic for the past weeks and have found very interesting facts about it. I'll inform you what it is, how it began, and the first successful story about it. So first, let's start off with what it is. According to the Amber Alert Program website, it is a partnership between the law enforcement and the citizenships with the media. It deals with child abduction cases, so whenever the partnership of the law enforcement with the media, it puts up bulletin boards for the most severe cases of the child abduction. Its goal is to pretty much get the community involved into it so that they could help out with searching for the kid. It is also used in all 50 states, so worldwide. It's also used in other districts like the District of Columbia and stuff. Now I will tell you how it began. According to the Kidnapping, Murder, and Mayhem blog, it all began in January 13, 1996 with Amber Hagerman. She was a 9-year-old girl from Arlington, Texas. Her and her 5-year-old brother were riding their bicycles and they decided to ride their bicycle out to the grocery store, to an abandoned grocery store. Well, whenever they got there, they realized that the little brother, the 5-year-old, was the only one who made it back. So by the time the grandfather figured that out, he went back to the grocery store. She wasn't there, and a civilian that was there, he witnessed the whole thing, had already called the police, saying that a truck had pulled up next to a girl and snatched her. So they were searching for her. They didn't get no clues. All they had is that there was a truck, a Dodge truck that was pulled up next to her. Sadly, 3 days later, she was found in a creek of some apartments, and she had been murdered and sexually assaulted. They figured out that for 2 days, she had been sexually assaulted. However, they never figured out who it was, and unfortunately, the case went cold 3 years later. By 1999, they had no clue, so it went cold. So they were trying to figure out like a way for the community to help out in this case and stuff. So one of the times, a Dallas person called the Dallas radio and asked them, well, what's a faster way for us to get like with the police and law enforcement, like get into it so we could know. And that's what the Amber Alert was made, which was in memory of her. Now I will tell you about the first successful story it had. It was according to the NBC News, it was Rayleigh Bradbury. She was 8 weeks old whenever she was kidnapped by her babysitter. She had been missing already 2 days and they couldn't find her, and as soon as they put out the Amber Alert, she was found 90 minutes after that because a civilian called saying that they spotted the blue truck and she was found. She was just dirty and dehydrated, but other than that, she was good. In conclusion, I will tell you, I informed you about what an Amber Alert is, the story behind it, and its first successful recovery it had. Now I will leave you with this video that shows y'all some of the successful recoveries it has had. That's Ronnie Tran, 2 years old. Jordan and Leah Avila, 3 and 4, and Nicholas Gomez, age 7. There. All done.